Well,
The most
if you're talking about how to make the marriage,
No, no, I'm speaking
lasting and so
about
on.
how to make this decision to do this step two. And I believe as long as we look at these guidance from the Quran and the Sunnah, we need to make dua and ask Allah who, if this person is the right person for me, let it be, and if it's not the right person, then no. You understand? Because a lot of time we want as a human being, we just be like, we're so independent, so we can forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ultimate cause. And so we ask Him and we depend upon Him to assist us to make this right decision among the person. Right? Salatul istikhara, we do and so forth. And then we come and make. And you see, challenges in life. If the Quran is telling us we will see weakness in our spouse, then we must look at the good. We should take that approach. So if we will know human being is perfect. And sometimes some people get some attitude that may throw us off, but then we look at the good side, it's okay. Yeah. But if we make the right step, then if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided you for this, that the approach I take, that there is good in it, so I try to sustain it and keep it, rather than try and look at ways how to sustain it. Because you come originally to seek guidance from Allah. But if you make your own decision, you want to do your own thing, then Satan might be in the process assist you to make that decision. And so forth. So I think, and all the ayat that we read at the khutbah will tell you about wattaqullah. So from B1, we have to develop some level of taqwa to deal with marriage.
All right, so we will get back to that point, inshallah, but maintaining and sustaining, inshallah.
I think I like that that you mentioned tobacco there because in all that we think we want for ourselves, only Allah knows what is good for us. I always try to make that asking Allah to give me that which is good for me because I really don't know. I may like something, I may think that it's best for me, but so I like that you mentioned that.
So up to this point, we've spoken about choosing the spouse. When we actually get into the marriage now, how to sustain that is something else we have to speak about, but we'll get to that inshallah. Just before we move on, yeah, Ahmed.
Just on the point of choosing spouse, right? Yes, we need to istikhara to ask Allah to guide us to choosing who is best for us, right? But we also learn that we just can't sit one place and make the one expect our fruits or whatever we want to come to us. We should also
Make effort.
Make effort, right? So, an advice, what I would advise, I don't know, there are other points told this, but this is what I would suggest. That first, we all gotta recognize, first, as Muslims, we need to get married to a Muslim person, right? Islam is important, number one. Secondly, we can't ignore the fact that we are human beings and we are attracted to physical beauty. This, if you are ignoring this fact, then I think you gotta take a second look because this is the reality, and we are attracted to the opposite gender. So this is also an important point to look at when you're looking for a spouse.
Okay.
Because this is long term, this is something that you're looking for a lifetime. Thirdly, moral ethics. The morality.
All right, so you're speaking here about the qualities we should be looking for.
Something that you can.
That would have been my next question. What are the qualities overall? First of all, the hadith of the Prophet mentioned.
4 points.
4, and you're mentioning them here, right?
Not all of them. There's one that I left out and mentioned something.
You finished?
No.
So, yeah, continue.
So the first one is Islam. Second is
Deen. First one is Deen.
Yes, as in they are Muslim.
That
is the main point because in the society we live in, there are people of different levels of being a Muslim.
Okay, but note well though that Deen doesn't just mean that the person is a Muslim, but also to what extent the person is.
Well, that is my 4th point now, right? Actually,
You mentioned Deen, then which one? Beauty.
Physical.
All right.
And thirdly, morality, the character of the person. Right? The reason, and fourthly, as to the
Well, morality and deen can be merged together because I think in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ they are mentioned with the same, with the wide understanding.
You might find somebody that is a Muslim,
Hmm.
but they do not have good.
That's why I said that deen is just more than being a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm catering for that because in the real world that we live in, we don't often find people with both going hand in hand,
Uh,
right? And I put in an practice of Islam on one level, and then it comes to intellectual level, the level of knowledge, right? Because depending on our level of knowledge, our understanding, our wisdom, we will need somebody that is compatible. So us, for a man, I would advise the same level or at least to a level which we can communicate, because communication, as the sister stated, is important in a marriage.
let me ask this question now. Suppose you see the person that really seems to suit all of the qualities you're looking for, but the person is not, for example, practicing Islam at the level that you would hope or you would expect. What do we do in that case? What do we do in that case? What would you do in that case?
Come back to the point where
Well, I want to focus on this question first,
Yes, sir.
so we don't lose the point. Let me ask anybody else first before we come back to Ahmed. Ahmed is dominating this discussion right now. Yeah, Shari.
I think
What happens then?
it depends on your priorities, and as I said just
Let me just let me put add another point. Is it possible that we can say, well, okay, try to train the person, get this person involved in some level of awareness and teaching and stuff? Or do you just cross the person off the list right away and say, no, write him off or her off? What do you say?
yeah, they say that the fact that you find someone with all the qualities, but he or she is not practicing Islam, then right away I think something is wrong with the qualities. Right there, right?
But then we accept that people can, they develop over time and they're learning
So now, are you willing to take that amount of risk going into a marriage and having to train someone and lead into divorce or other issues? Not only divorce, it could lead into other issues.
All right, Abdul Ahad, I think you're ready to speak on this one. Yes. What do you do in this situation?
I think what's important is not looking at the spouse or the potential spouse, but looking at yourself first. Reason being,
I mentioned that already, but I'm speaking here now about this specific situation because this is real, right?
no, I'm explaining.
Uh-huh.
Why I suggest looking at yourself first in this instance is that you have to understand your temperament. Personally, if I were to get married to a spouse who is not practicing, I would have challenges. I was a born Muslim.
But I think I'm asking along the lines of before you get married, if no, that's what I intended. Probably they didn't come across that way.
No, I think what he's trying to say is that he will be thinking ahead. That's what he's saying. So like before he gets into that, he's thinking
Why
about
do
the
you
thing.
want to?
And that's just not the truth.
Thank you.
Can you finish what you're saying?
So she's finishing.
That's what I'm saying. Finish what you were saying, Abdul Ahad. Yeah.
Alright, no, what I'm suggesting is you really have to look at yourself. You're asking if it's okay for you to get married to somebody who's not practicing their deen, and if that's okay for you. Are you willing to go for all the other qualities that you see and compromise on the individual's deen? For me personally, I'm saying no.
No.
And that's because I understand my temperament.
Mhm.
I get annoyed, I get frustrated, I find it as a source of fitna. And for somebody who wasn't born Muslim, who is coming into, going into a relationship, going into a marriage where your spouse is
challenging your deen. I personally wouldn't want that. So each person has to identify for him or herself what their temperament is and what their strength is for handling certain challenges in the bedroom, in the household, in a family situation. And on that level, I can say for myself, it's a no. For others.
All right, the reason I'm asking the question is because there's so many marriages you see where the person gets married and gets married on the day, accepts Islam on the day of the marriage, just in order to, get the marriage proper according to Islam. So you do the shahada an hour before the nikah, and then the nikah takes place. But this is real. This is happening, right? How do you deal with this in the community out there? Is it an option that you say, well, look, before we get married, I would want to ask you to accept Islam and go through a little